The average person doesn't have the years that it takes to put into normal sleight of hand. This, by the way, is a regular deck, which is why I'm doing that. Unfortunately, you can't talk to me through the camera, but if you were here, you could, when I riffle like that, you could tell me when to stop. And I'm just going to try to, you hear stop. I'm trying to open enough where I'm sure the camera sees it. I hope that you can see it there. And as I ripple them all back together. The point is, most people can't put the work in to find a card like that. To do it, that's not an easy card trick. I don't just mean find that card. I mean, after all, it was put in the deck was put back together. I'm going to do more than just find the card. See, I'm going to make it appear in a possible place. I'm going to put the deck down over here. It's going to appear inside my jacket. I'm just going to reach down in that pocket in my jacket, and I think this is it. You probably were looking at the 4 of clubs. Because that's just a quick little trick. But the point of that is it takes a long time to be able to do material like that. Parthenon Publishing is a company in the Nashville area that handles marketing and advertising collateral in many, many forms. Carlton Davis called me from there, and he had a neat idea to promote their business to some high-end prospects. So he wanted me to give him a little consulting time, and I did because it was right up my alley. He was going to discuss the magic of their business to these prospects by wrapping a magic message inside a box with a magic trick. The magic tricks that he would send would be related to the message, and he wanted to have, I believe it was 6 tricks to send out to these people, to keep hitting them, to pull in these big prospects. So he called me, and he wanted a little consulting about what kind of tricks I would use. And one of the considerations was this had to be a trick that somebody could learn in a short period of time. It didn't take a lot of dexterity or skill, didn't take sleight of hand like that card trick, so that was a big important thing. The other thing was he had a budget, so we had to discuss tricks that met his budget. This is a nice box they sent me. It says Magic Kit with wow factor, wow factor. A peek behind the curtain there's their logo, Parthenon Publishing Print and Digital, with their nice logo there. But here's one reason that nobody else's unboxing can be just like this one, because this kit was created for Doug Sparkman. Yes, people out there that I do have a first name, nobody remembers it. That's why I never use it. But it is Doug, and it says we make it feel like magic. They've got quite a few marketing items right here on the box. Okay, I can see right here, first of all, it's a nice note from Carlton on a playing card with their logo. He's using playing cards, well made, with a glossy, almost feels like waterproof finish. It says the average American processes 34 gigabytes of information per day. Our trick, getting the audience to focus on your message. Talks about a simple and effective storytelling, we help clients grow their business through engaging communications, print, web, social strategy. Visit parthenonpub.com/magic. Pocket magic book with simple magic tricks. I've never even seen this one myself. Here, they've custom made cards. That's another thing. Custom made cards, and these are pretty good cards. They do have a plastic coating, but they're regular cards. I thought it was going to be some TV magic deck. This book has quite a bit more tricks than I expected in there. There are a few card tricks, and it's an interesting book. It's called Bart King's The Pocket Guide to Magic. You can pick it up at a bookstore. I don't know how much it would cost, but it's a very interesting little book because it has some principles of magic, just general principles that are true and interesting, and maybe he shouldn't be putting this in a book that's available at a bookstore. It has some neat stories about true magicians, both recent and past, exploits they did, and it has some great quotes. It has stuff about Steve Martin, who was a magician. Here it has stuff about George Costanza, who is an avid magician. George's name is Jason Alexander, but we all remember him as George Costanza. It has a little section on card magic, and you can use a regular deck of cards with that section. It had a neat little bar bet. You can make a coin balance on a dollar. It's hard to make the dollar balance. As it mentions in the book, you need a really stiff dollar bill. This is not a stiff dollar bill, and it's not a 1, it's a 5, but it doesn't really matter. You make that little bet for the money, and then you can take the bill and do this little easy gotcha. You just fold it in half lengthwise and then kind of fold it this way until it balances itself, and put the coin right there, and not much to it. Fun little bar bet. And or a church bet. You don't have to go to a bar to make money at this. Get it from your preacher. Okay, anyway, I just want to give kudos. I thank Parthenon Publishing for calling me. I mention this because of some of the creative things that companies do with magic, including hiring entertaining magicians, and some great promotional items that can be used with magic. I've got a whole new show.